Hey gang, we're going to be doing gut mobilization and gut smashing today. This is a really good one to do to reset the breath, and you can use a couple options. You can use a supernova, you can use a Courgeous ball from Joe Miller, there it is, or you can use a kettlebell, but the kettlebell is a little bit spicy. So let's talk about what this is going to look like. You're going to basically want to smash the whole gut from basically underneath the ribcage below the sternum to the Adonis lines. You can use, I'll use a supernova just for demo purposes, and you kind of just lay on that guy, and then you kind of look away, look towards it, trying to imagine that there's all the fascia from your chin all the way through the front part of your body, all the way to the hips. You're trying to pull it taut, and then you're trying to relax into it. So as you inhale, you push your belly against whatever object you have. Push against it, and then on the exhale, you try to melt a little bit more. And it gets a little crazy, and you want to move it around, explore, hit like the whole six-pack area, hit the whole oblique area, all that area around it, and everybody's got a six-pack. It's just whether or not you can see it or not. That's the real thing. So the whole six-pack area, the rectus abdominis, is just relaxing, breathing into it and relaxing. The reason why it's called gut smashing, not ab smashing, is because you're trying to really relax that thing into the guts. So the reason why we want to use we have all these different options is because the guts are very sensitive. So especially this mobilization technique, it's going to be something where you're going to want to do it after a workout, not before a workout. It's usually it leads to either nap time, or you can either really need to go to the bathroom immediately after or during this mobilization. So there are also different layers of it. So because your guts are so sensitive and squishy, these harder options, so like the kettlebell and the supernova, are a little bit spicy. They really get the job done, but you can't really get into the finer details of the areas as much as like something nice and squishy like the Courgeous ball or a partially deflated basketball, something with a little bit more give to it. So the basic anatomy of what we're trying to hit is, if you look at like the Adonis line, so like that line above the hip up until like right underneath the rib cage, even on the rib cage a little bit, especially if you have something with a little bit more give. It's hard to hit. It's really rough to hit the rib cage area with something as stiff and with a little give as a supernova or a kettlebell. And you're really just sort of, the basic technique is we're going to spend 2 minutes on each side. So using like the belly button line, center line as like the divider between left and right. You want to hit 2 minutes breathing into it and relaxing. And also, especially if you have something like the Courgeous ball or some sort of other ball that has a lot of give, you want to like make sure you grab it and you twist. So that thing's grabbing the skin, twisting it around, because the fascia is not just like around the muscles, it's all the top layer. So just moving it all around, getting some good breath into it. I love doing this if I feel like I can't breathe too well, or like I've been doing a lot of abby stuff, like a lot of toe bars, and it just gets all locked up and tightened up. This is a great way to loosen up the gut and get your breathing back into shape. And just showing what it looks like with a kettlebell. Obviously, you can't. Okay, in theory, you can do it with a handle, but that's pretty crazy. You turn it off to the side, and it's basically the same ball shape as the supernova. But again, this is pretty spicy, and you really want to explore. So all the way down to the pubic bone, all the way across. Turn your body to the side a little bit so you can hit those obliques. And breathing. And that's, for me, the best test retest. It's not necessarily like a sit-up or a crunch or a toe bar. It's taking breath before and breath after. Thinking that 3-part breath. So as you exhale, get empty, stay tall, and then belly pushes out on the inhale, then the rib cage, then the collarbones, and then on the exhale, collarbones, rib cage, belly. And just feeling how much you can fill up through that. So again, you want to hit that whole gut belly area. So from the Adonis lines to the pubic bone down, all the way to the sternum, and then as the rib cage goes down. So it's sort of a diamond shape off to the sides. I hope you enjoy this. This is going to be a good one. I try to do this at least once a week, if not more often, just because it feels so good on my breath. Enjoy.